Always water. Where's the gators? Wait, what? Seems a little empty. Oh, okay, unless we have to get across this, and this is the X. Okay. How'd you get? Panz, you went in the exit. Lara doesn't like it when you go in her exit. Wait, that one's just going to slide down there anyway. Oh, I am so smart. I am so smart. SMOT. My rewards, some candy bars. Oh, and another room. Okay. Wow, I almost did that like a pro. Almost. If I hadn't gone down the wrong path first. If I hadn't gone down the wrong path first, I would have ended up in the water. Alright, so let's take a glimpse of what the next puzzle is, so that we can solve it first try. Who's smart now, game? Hang on. Now quickly get out before the alligator comes out. Interesting. Nothing came out to kill me when I picked up the key. A professional Tomb Raider player. They probably exist. It's a real job. You know, my dad. I really love long-standing franchises in games. It's not going to let me stand there. Dolworth. Okay. Prior knowledge did not help there. However, it did get us a key, so maybe that's all it is to do in this one, is to fall into the water and get the key and go somewhere else. Unless we have to jump while we're sliding down there across to that one. Yeah, same trick twice, too easy. Well, you can remember it's an 80s game, right? 90s. That's going to be the thing, right? I wonder if we can run down and jump off that. Chili. No. I think I'm going to save it when we get to the top. It might be a good idea. Just to save a little bit of time, you know. I can imagine doing this back in the day on the PlayStation where you only had certain save points. You would just have to keep doing this until you got that pixel perfect timing. Yeah, first try. Nope. What was that? Balthamas Mud Dude! Thank you for the 10 months. Oh, Horsey's shooting his balls at me. Where be, man? Do we think we're hitting him? Oh, I think he's hitting us. Alright, man. Thank you so much for the resub and all the support, dude. Much love. We can start in Greedfall tomorrow night, so that's going to be good. Walk, step, walk, save. Yeah. I am really bad at saving in games like this. As you might be aware, I'm a slightly older gamer. I'd like to use the word mature, but it doesn't apply here. Slightly more older, immature gamer. And so I grew up with... that's not true, too. I was a young adult in games like with Doom and Quake and stuff. And back then, like, it was pretty much go to a room, use optimal amount, like you'd save it, you'd practice the room a billion times, and then when you finally did it with the least amount of shots fired and taking 0 damage, then you would save it again. And then it became walk, save, walk, take damage, load, walk, take damage, load, walk, take damage, load, walk, save, you know, type of gaming. And that was just the norm. Like, we didn't think any differently. And then I was watching someone who became a friend of mine play. I was at college at the time and I was in the dorms, and he saved once at the beginning of the level, playing Quake 1, and because Quake 2 wasn't out yet, and made it a little way in and died, and then loaded up. And I said, "Oh, how come you don't save when you clear out that room?" And he's like, "Oh, I actually want to get good." And he wasn't being a smartass or anything. He's been on, like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, it's boring." Like, he said, "Think about it when you watch someone play like that." Like, he said, "Go watch anyone else that's playing right now." He says, you're kind of not really playing it. And it really blew my mind. Because I'm like, you're not. You're going, save. And then you walk in there and 10 things wrong will happen. You save. You know, or you do something right, save. Do something wrong, load. And so I started playing a bit differently. I'm not very good, so it didn't help. We go back now? I guess we just go back now. We've got an arc though. What is that? Oh, that goes up the top of the thing. Yeah, so I started trying to play a lot of games like that where, you know, saving at the beginning of a level, or if it was a very long level, like picking a checkpoint somewhere in the middle. but not trying to do an optimal run to get there. And that worked for a long time. Until you get games like Skyrim's a really good example of how you don't want to play like that, where you go through a dialogue tree and then you forget to save and you have to go through the whole dialogue tree again and again and again. Yeah, and I think that's up to the developer now, is put good checkpoints in. You know, where... But also that's sort of something that belongs in platform games, right? Whereas this kind of game, I suppose at the time, was kind of platformy, right? Whereas I'm not playing this right now as to master it as a platformer, or the platforming elements of it. I want to go through, I want to play the levels, experience what little story there is, and then move on to the next game in the series, because I'm doing the whole series. But it just shows like games at the time and how we played and stuff. So I'll definitely be doing the walk into the next room and save. And but also back then we didn't have this plethora of games like we do today. Like think of how many games we all have access to right now. Like hundreds of games. Everybody's Steam account, you know. When Quake was out and we were all playing it back then, there was like a couple of games that we had, like Diablo 1, StarCraft at some point came out around that time, maybe a little bit later, I'm not 100% sure. The Warcraft games, you know, but we didn't, I don't think any of us had all of those titles. Like, we all had a couple of titles each. And so you played the game, like, if you were just to sort of whip through the game super fast, Resident Evil camera, you know, you kind of take the experience away from you. You know, you lose a lot of value you can get in playtime. Do we have to do that awkward climb? Or can I grab hold of something here? Might be able to grab hold of something here, maybe. Probs not. Probs not. I don't think we can even sort of climb from here. I really hope we don't have to go. We're going to have to go the whole way around, aren't we? Oh, unless we can... Okay, if we can do it this way, that'd be very cool. I think we can. Oh, good, 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 good. Now, there might be one of those awful mummy cat things up here now. We have to get up there. She's not getting that, is she? Ooh. Man, how scary would that be? She's just doing backflips and stuff. Nope. Gotta put it in there. Okay, now it didn't open, but it did show us that that's the door. And we have had ones like that in the past that sort of means you need to find another item and stick that somewhere else, and then that one will open. So I'm thinking that this will require another Ankh. Nope.
No.
But where are we getting that from? Well, let's have a look at the geometry that's lit up over there. Alright, so how do we get over to that? We've got to climb up from somewhere down there. There is also this door over here on there that's not open, so it might be a switch somewhere that does that. I reckon the switch will be over on the right, and that'll be the door we go through. And then we'll put the Ankh in the thing, and the front door here will open. Alright. So to get through to there, we need to go through from this side, I think. That feels the general direction we need to go. Maybe here? Maybe not. Well, you never know. Maybe we need to... Uh-huh. Oh, it is this one. Okay. Because we can't walk up the sand. Okay, so we need to do a big run over there. It looks like there's a... We go behind there, maybe? I don't think we're jumping that far. Like, Lara's good, but that's next level. It's too far up. We've got to jump across to that one. Go, Panz, save. Okay, okay. Sorry. I know you guys like to hear that. I think she's actually going to make this jump. Huh! Oh. Can we just jump over them? This would have been really bad on PlayStation. Like, I don't know where the save crystal is, but you've got to get all those jumps, get to here, and then be like, just don't mess up. Because those are a one-shot, right? Alright. We're going to let out a bat. Okay, we picked it that was the door. That's good. So we just got to get back to the Sphinx. Children of Mortar is a Persian game? Your nation made a quality thing? Don't you guys make like the best rugs in the world? Like, all the rug stores sell these Persian rugs, and they're phenomenally overpriced. But you can never buy them full price. They're always like 80, 90% off. Oh, but okay, tech stuff. So you made a tech. Oh, good on you. National pride. I like seeing some national pride in people. Well, you're gonna have to buy it now and support them. It looks like an interesting game. I've just got so much like on my plate, game-wise. I got a bunch of sponsored stuff that I've got opportunities for that I want to get onto as well because they involve extra game keys. I like doing giveaways. Surprise, surprise! Like people like it when I do giveaways as well. Who knew? Whee! Oh, can we just get up the Sphinx here? That'd be good. Oh, I kind of figured that might be a bit too easy. Is there any candy bars here though? Oh. I wonder if we can get up to that doorway from the top of the Sphinx here. It's definitely worth a shot because this way up is so much quicker. What we do is we save it here maybe. And that way if we don't get up from over there we can just load back up here. Has anyone played Battletech? It's in this month's Humble. Only with glitches? I've got no problem with using glitches like that to like do a bit of time saving in regular playthroughs. If I was doing a time run, no, but I don't do speed running on stuff. Very rarely. But if it was going to avoid something like very sort of like I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, like if it got me around doing something that I only had to do once, then I think that's just sort of being lazy. But if it's only getting me out of I don't think we can grab that. Yeah, but if it's helping me avoid doing something that I've already done. Take the long way home. So we're going to go from here. That's actually not that far. Dr. Drax, shouldn't you be working? Oh. What do you mean by out of genre? I've seen very little of it, so I don't know. All I know is it is in this month's Humble, and I'm kind of thinking about. I mean, I don't think I'll stream it, but maybe play off stream. Play off stream. I've got a bunch of these games listed that I'm like, I'm going to play this off stream because I don't think I want to stream it. I've put like 0 minutes into any of them. Like just different to what Paradox normally does. Was I able to get there that way? I think that's how I got there the first time, wasn't it? Is there a reason only these pistols are not magnums? I've never really been in a spot where I've needed to use the magnum, and the pistols are just always there. I mean, I've got 1,450 bullets, maybe I should use them. I often do that in a lot of games. I end up using, like, sticking with base items and weapons if there's no need to swap over. Although there's probably a quality of life to swap over in terms of, like, how many shots you need to actually destroy things. Maybe if her aim was any good, I would have swapped over to, like, the weapons that have limited ammunition. But the fact that the pistols have unlimited ammo and her aim is absolutely atrocious means I could just hold the button down and kill stuff. I guess also I generally, unless I have to, don't take something on it sort of hand to hand with like my gun versus their claw. I find that spot, like that ledge that I can stand on and get a free shot at it. Now's the time to swap to the tougher enemies. How far through are we? I feel like it's around 3/4, if not more. In before, about 25% in. Ooh. The longest game, and it's not that long. I haven't actually got that many hours in it.